Welcome to this lecture series in chemical reaction engineering. Now we'll see first order irreversible reaction. A gives products for any epsilon. Earlier we have seen for epsilon equal to 0. Our performance equation is tau is equal to Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra. This minus Ra we write as kCa0 into 1 minus xa divided by 1 plus epsilon A xa. So when we transfer this k on this side, k tau can be written as integral 0 to xa 1 plus epsilon A xa into dxa divided by 1 minus xa. To solve this, we'll separate into partial fractions. A by 1 plus b by 1 minus xa is equal to this side. So when I solve this, a into 1 minus xa plus b is equal to 1 plus epsilon A xa. That is, we are equating the numerators. So when xa is equal to 1, this term becomes 0 and you get b is equal to 1 plus epsilon A. If you substitute xa is equal to 0, so this a plus b is equal to 1. This we get. We know b, so we can find out a. A will be 1 minus b. So 1 minus b, 1 minus minus 1 minus epsilon A. This 1 cancels out and minus epsilon A is the value of this constant a. B is 1 plus epsilon A. So we substitute here k tau. First part a. A is minus epsilon A into dxa. 0 to xa, 1 plus epsilon A xa. This we get b value divided by 1 minus xa dxa. When we solve this further, integral 0 to xa dxa is simply xa. So minus epsilon A into xa. This 1 plus epsilon A is constant taken outside. Integration of 1 upon 1 minus xa is minus ln of 1 minus xa. After substituting this limit of 0 to xa, we get this. This result is well known first order. We have done it many times. So this we write this term first with minus sign minus 1 plus epsilon A ln of 1 minus xa. This minus sign taken outside minus epsilon A xa. So this is the final expression for first order irreversible for any value of epsilon A. For epsilon A is equal to 0, so if you put this as 0, this will be 0 minus ln of 1 minus xa. This also becomes 0. So k tau is equal to minus ln of 1 minus xa. That is for first order irreversible epsilon A equal to 0. Now we'll see the reversible reaction. A gives R mole of R. So stoichiometric coefficient is R. Cr0 by Ca0 is defined as M. So because of this stoichiometry, RCa0xa will be Ca0xr. M is Ca0 and MCa0 is equal to Cr0 from this. So Cr can be written as Cr0 plus Cr0xr. Cr0 is MCa0. Everything we are writing in terms of Ca. Ca0xr, Ca0xr is RCa0xa, RCa0xa. So if I take out Ca0 outside the bracket common, I am left with M plus Rxa. So Cr is Ca0 into M plus Rxa. Okay. This is for epsilon A equal to 0. And if I divide by 1 plus epsilon A, this will be valid for any value of epsilon. We know Ca is equal to Ca0 into 1 minus xa by 1 plus epsilon Axa. Now this reversible reaction rate law can be written as minus Ra is equal to minus dCA by dt, that is equal to K1Ca minus K2Cr. This can be written as Ca0 dxa by dt, K1 Ca0 into 1 minus xa by 1 plus epsilon Axa, K2 into Cr, Cr is Ca0 into M plus Rxa by 1 plus epsilon Axa. This Ca0 is there in all three terms, that cancels out. At equilibrium, dxa by dt is equal to 0. So that is xa is equal to xae. So if I write this as 0 and k1 into 1 minus xae is equal to k2 into m plus rxae. This is the relation we get at equilibrium. So we can write k2 by k1 as 1 minus xae divided by m plus rxae. Okay. So CA0 dxa by dt, that is minus dca by dt, is equal to minus Ra. This K1 CA0 we have written outside, 1 minus xa by 1 plus epsilon a xa minus. Now for this K2, I substitute K1 into 1 minus xae m plus Ra xae, and that K1 CA0 we have taken outside. So 1 minus xae by m plus Ra xae, and this term we have m plus Ra xa by 1 plus epsilon a xa. So I write now the equation for tau, CA0 into integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra. Now this minus Ra term is this term complete, K1 CA0 into this term, that is minus Ra. So K1 CA0 1 minus xa, and this term is written. So CA0 will cancel out. 1 plus epsilon a xa, 1 plus epsilon a xa is there in the both the terms. This is taken outside and transferred to the numerator. So in numerator I get 1 plus epsilon a xa dxa. This denominator portion will expand and solve. So this m plus r xae in the denominator, 1 minus xa multiplied by m plus r xae, this term, and here we have minus sign, 1 minus xae into m plus r xae. This. Solve these brackets. So you get m plus r xae minus xam minus r xa xae minus m minus r xa plus xae into m plus r xa xae. So this r xa xae with plus and minus sign, that cancels out. M and minus m, that cancels out. So collect these terms. We are left with r xae minus xam minus r xa plus xae m. I am taking xae common from here, m plus r. Then xa minus xa, if I take outside, I am left with m plus r. M plus r. So m plus r we are taking common, and in second bracket we will get xae minus xa. M plus r xae minus xa, and in denominator we have this term m plus r xae. So tau is equal to integral 0 to xa from here, K1 1 plus epsilon xa dxa we have, and for this term we will substitute from here. Okay, so this K1 m plus r xae minus xa m plus r xae, this I have substituted, and in the numerator we have 1 plus epsilon a xa dxa. So K1, if I transfer on this side now, K1 tau m plus r xae by m plus r. This I am taking outside, so this goes in the numerator, this comes in the denominator. So all are constants, xae is constant, r is constant, m is constant. Variables under integral sign, 1 plus epsilon a xa, and in the denominator you have xae minus xa. So split into partial fractions, 1 plus epsilon a xa, xa minus xa, a by 1, b by xae minus xa. So if we solve this, you get b is equal to 1 plus epsilon a xae, and after substituting these things, you get a as minus epsilon a. Okay, so this is the term. This is constant outside, 0 to xa. 0 to xa, first term constant a is minus epsilon a dxa, into plus 0 to xa, second term xae minus xa in the denominator, and b 1 plus epsilon a xae in the numerator into dxa. So we have to solve this. This is outside, and this term I am written again. So complete integral 0 to xa 1 plus epsilon a xae, that is constant. So our integral is dxa by xae minus xa. If I take integral of this, minus ln of xae minus xa from 0 to xa, so minus of ln of xae minus xa minus ln of xae, if I substitute this 0. So this minus ln of xae So if I retain this minus sign, I can transfer this in the denominator here. Minus sign is outside, minus ln xa is in the denominator. So minus ln of xa minus xa by xae. So rest of the terms we have already done. This is constant coming outside, and this integral dxa by xa minus xa 0 to xa is this minus ln of xa minus xa by xa. This further we can simplify. This minus sign I am writing here 1 plus epsilon a xae ln of divided by xae by xae 1 minus xa by xae, and this minus epsilon a xa, this we have written here. So this is for first order reversible kind of reaction, where the stoichiometry is A gives R moles of R. Okay, it's not 1:1. Okay, so this is the final expression K1 tau m plus xae by m plus R. This you can compare with our earlier expressions for batch reactor. When A mole giving 1 mole of R, 1 mole giving 1 mole, so this R becomes 1, and rest of the results you can check and match. Second order irreversible. A plus B gives product with equimolar feed, or 2A gives product, same thing. For any epsilon A, constant value of epsilon A, variable volume. So minus RA minus dCA by dt kCA square k CA0 into 1 minus XA by 1 plus epsilon A XA whole square. So CA is replaced by this term. So tau is equal to CA0 integral 0 to XA dXA by minus RA. CA0 we have here. Okay. This minus RA is k CA0 square 1 minus XA whole square, and this transferred in the denominator 1 plus epsilon A XA whole square. CA0 cancels out with this square term. K CA0 tau taken on this side, 0 to XA 1 plus epsilon A XA squared divided by 1 minus XA square. So we have to solve this. So split into partial fractions, a by 1, b by 1 minus xa, c by 1 minus xa square, and that is equal to this thing. So numerator is 1 plus epsilon a xa whole square. 1 plus a epsilon a xa whole square. So this can be written as, you solve this, 1 plus 2 epsilon a xa plus epsilon a square xa square. This we have written a into 1 minus xa whole square plus b into 1 minus xa plus c, and you expand this, you solve this, so you get all these terms. Then what we do is, you equate the square term first. So square term is here, epsilon a square on this side and xa square, this is the only square term. So a is equal to epsilon a square, you get directly. Then xa, coefficients of xa. So coefficients of xa are minus 2a minus b, minus 2a minus b, and on this side what we have, 2 epsilon a. Okay, 2 epsilon a on this side. So 2a we are substituting, 2a is minus 2 epsilon a square minus b, and right hand side coefficient is 2 epsilon a. So b can be written as 2 epsilon a square minus 2 epsilon a minus 2 epsilon a taken outside into 1 plus epsilon a in the bracket that we get. So this is the value of constant b. Now if you substitute xa is equal to 0 in this term, what you get is a plus b plus c is equal to 1, and from this you get c as 1 minus a minus b. So 1 minus a is epsilon square, b is minus 2 epsilon a 1 plus epsilon a. So minus minus plus 2 epsilon a square plus 2 epsilon a. Okay. So what we get, this minus epsilon a square, 2 epsilon a. So 1 epsilon a will cancel out, and you get epsilon a square plus 2 epsilon a plus 1, and this is written as 1 plus a epsilon a whole square. So this is the value of C. So A epsilon A square, B is minus 2 epsilon A into 1 plus epsilon A, and C is 1 plus epsilon A whole square. So these are our fractions A, B, C we have written here. The solution kCa0 tau integral 0 to xa epsilon A square dxa minus 2 epsilon A 1 plus epsilon A, this is constant term, this we have taken outside, dxa by 1 minus xa integral 0 to xa, and then 1 plus epsilon A square, which is taken outside, constant, 0 to xa dxa by 1 minus xa square. So all three are the known forms, so we can write the integral directly. We have solved it many times. Epsilon A square dxa, dxa is xa minus 0, so epsilon A square xa. This 0 to xa 1 by 1 minus xa. So minus ln of 1 minus xa. So minus becomes plus 2 epsilon A 1 plus xa ln of 1 minus xa. 1 minus xa square, this integral dxa 0 to xa is xa by 1 minus xa after substituting the limit 0 to xa. This is also minus ln of xa is after substituting the limit 0 to xa. So 1 plus epsilon A square into xa by 1 minus xa. This is for any epsilon, second order reaction. If you substitute epsilon is equal to 0, this term becomes 0, this term becomes 0, and this is 0. So 1 into xa by 1 minus xa. So we get the same expression as second order form kCa0 tau is equal to xa upon 1 minus xa. It is same as kCa0 t is equal to xa by 1 minus xa for epsilon A equal to 0. Now we'll see the definitions. We have seen the space time and velocity. Now we'll see holding time for flow reactors. So two different measures of time, holding time and space time. Now the space time is time needed to treat one reactor volume. This we know, V by V0, VCA0 by FA0. This can be in hour, minute, second, whatever. T bar is the mean residence time of flowing material, mean residence time. So the concept of mean residence time is, it will be studied in concept of non-identity little later. So this is, you can say, the average time, mean residence time. So residence time need not be tau only for the complete system. So T bar can be written as CA0 integral CA0 0 to xa dxa by minus RA. So this is nothing but minus RA into V when we write, and V is equal to V0 into 1 plus epsilon A, and V0 taken out. So this Na0 by V0 becomes Ca0. So this additional term is there when we talk about mean residence time. For constant density system, tau is T bar simply. So there is absolutely no confusion. Tau is T bar for constant density systems. That means liquids and constant density gases, which is nothing but V by V, or you can write V by V0, similar notations if you want to use. For changing density system or variable volume, it becomes difficult to find how these terms are related. So these are not exactly equal to. Tau is not equal to T bar. T bar is different value. So this is illustrated with this example. Here the cases 1, 2, 3 named as X, Y and Z. We have seen one example of popcorn. Reaction was A giving you 31 R and this figure was 28, same thing. Volume is 1 liter. So 1 liter per minute of unpopped corn is fed here and it is coming out. So first case, all popping occurs at the back end of the reactor here, at the end mostly. Okay. Case Y, here pop and expand here. Here most of the popping happens here and this travels upwards. And in the third case, popping occurs throughout, in between this entry and exit, throughout the zone. So in this case you cannot determine simply V by V0. Here you can see everywhere this is 28 liters per minute coming out and entering is 1 liter per minute, but still there is difference in the mode of operation. Here most of popping happens at the end. In second case here, and then this popped corn travels upwards, and here it is popping happening anywhere in between this length of the reactor. So this tau V by V0 1 by 1, it is 1 minute. In all these three respective cases where the popping occurs, if we look at it apparently, it seems like this: 1 liter is volume and it is fed, V0 is 1 liter per minute. So it should be 1 minute, but it is not so. However, we see that the residence time in these cases are very different. In first case it is 1 by 1, okay. In second case it is coming out at this rate, so it is approximately 2 seconds. And in third case we are not sure exactly how much is popping is taking place along the length in which region. So we can only say it will be somewhere in between 2 second and 60 second, okay, and this depending on the kinetics. So definition of mean residence time is not that easy, and that we will study in the introduction of non-ideal reactors. So for the time being we are studying ideal reactors. Tau is important for us, but just for information, this tau is not equal to T bar always. So mean residence time, that is holding time, and space time are two different definitions of time. Note that the value of mean residence time depends on what happens in the reactor, while the value of tau, that is space time or normal residence time, is independent of what happens in the reactor. In general, this tau is not equal to T bar. Now, which is the natural performance measure for the reactors? For batch reactor, it is the reaction time T. How much time you allow the reaction to take place from charging to taking out the product. That time of reaction is important. However, holding time does not appear anywhere in the performance equation for the flow system. Holding time T bar, mean residence time, which we have defined. So in flow systems MFR and PFR, we have seen that space time is the natural definition, you can say, and it appears naturally. Hence tau is the proper measure of performance for flowing system. So for batch time T, and for flow systems means mixed flow reactor and plug flow reactor, our space time or residence time tau is the definition of time which we will be using. What is the similarity in batch reactor and plug flow reactor? Similarity is only in the form of model or performance equation. In plug flow reactor, batch time T is replaced by tau. Whereas if you look at the operation, from operation point of view, those totally different cases. In batch reactor, it is function of time, unsteady state. With respect to time, concentration changes. Whereas with respect to time, once the time constant is fixed by V by V0, input is equal to output and level is maintained. So volume is constant, and that tau is once set constant. In plug flow, concentration is a function of length of the reactor or distance of the reactor. Along the volume of the reactor there is change, whereas in batch reactor concentration is uniform throughout the reactor. In mixed flow reactor also concentration is same throughout the reactor at any position. It is irrespective of anything, it is not a function of position in the reactor. Whatever is the concentration at the exit, we evaluate rate at the exit always, and here we assume that the exit concentration is exactly same as the concentration within the reactor at any point in the reactor, in any region of the reactor. So this you have to keep in mind. Now we'll start with problems from exercises. So first 5.1, gas phase reaction 2A gives R plus 2S. So 2 moles giving you 3 moles. So epsilon A is important. It has to be considered. With unknown kinetics. Kinetics we don't know. Space velocity is 1 minute inverse. So space time tau will be 1 by S, that is 1. For 90% conversion of A in plug flow reactor, find the corresponding space time and mean residence time or holding time of fluid in plug flow reactor. So epsilon A 3 minus 2 by 2. Complete conversion 3, no conversion 2 divided by initial, that is no conversion. 3 minus 2 1 by 2. So epsilon A is plus 1 by 2. For plug flow reactor, tau is equal to Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra. This is the definition of tau. If variable volume is there, so linear expansion V0 into 1 plus epsilon A, Na0 by V0 is Ca0, so T bar is equal to Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra into 1 plus epsilon A xa. This is the definition for this part. Okay. Find the corresponding space time, holding time of the fluid in the plug flow reactor. So this is the reaction. So epsilon A is not 0. So we have to consider. So here in general what we can say is T bar will be somewhat less than tau if epsilon is greater than 0. If this is greater than 0, T bar is somewhat less than tau. And it is somewhat greater than tau if this epsilon A is less than 0. Okay. So this will be divided by 1 plus something, more than 1, and otherwise it will be divided 1 minus epsilon in something that is less than 1. So the rate law is required to calculate this minus Ra value we need to calculate T bar. Only we can say it will be somewhat less than tau if epsilon is greater than 0. It will be somewhat greater than tau if epsilon A is less than 0. In absence of rate law, we cannot find the exact values of the mean residence time. We can say something qualitatively. Quantitative determination is not possible because kinetics is unknown. Next, 5.2. In an isothermal batch reactor, 70% of liquid reactant is converted into 13 minutes. What space time and space velocity are needed to affect the conversion in plug flow? So in batch reactor, 70% in 13 minutes. So for batch reactor, T is equal to Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra is equal to 13 minutes. For tau, for plug flow reactor, it is Ca0 integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra. So exactly same form. Although we don't know minus Ra, but this minus Ra will be same and this right hand side term is exactly same. So for 70% conversion, that means same conversion, same time is needed. Here it is batch time, here it is space time. So space velocity for plug flow reactor is 1 by tau, 1 by 13 point, that is 0.077 minute inverse. For mixed flow reactor, it is simple, tau is equal to Ca0 xa by minus Ra. But here we don't know minus Ra and this form is totally different. So we can't say anything about this tau space time in mixed flow reactor. Okay, in plug flow reactor you can find out. In mixed flow reactor, as the rate law is unknown, we cannot find the value of tau in mixed flow reactor. However, we can surely tell that it will be definitely more than 13 minutes. How? So this is the graphical representation. We know this 1 upon minus Ra. This area under the curve gives tau by Ca0, that we know. From XAF to XAI, or it may be from, if you start with XA is equal to 0 up to here it can come. So area under the curve will give you tau p by Ca0. So from here you can find out tau p. Whereas area of this complete rectangle is tau m, that is for mixed flow reactor, divided by Ca0. So naturally this area is more, and we know for plug flow reactor it is 13 minutes. So it is definitely 13 minutes. So again qualitatively we can tell in MFR, but exact value you cannot calculate in absence of rate law. Next problem 5.3. A stream of aqueous monomer A 1 mole per liter and 4 liters per minute is the volumetric flow rate, enters a 2-liter mixed flow reactor, is radiated therein and polymerizes as A gives R, gives S, gives T, and so on. The exit stream CA, exit stream, is 0.01 moles per liter. It is entering at 1 moles per liter. And for particular product, T gives W maybe. So for this product W, concentration of W at exit is 0.0002 moles per liter. Find the rate of reaction, that is rate of consumption or disappearance of A, and rate of formation of W. It is taking place in mixed flow reactor. So mixed flow reactor, tau is equal to Ca0 Xa by minus Ra. It is nothing but Ca0 minus Ca final by minus Ra. Okay. So we can write, we want rate. So minus Ra and tau is transferred here. Tau is V by V0. So this can be written as V0 in the numerator. V is retained in the denominator. V0 into Ca0 minus Ca by V. We know V0 is 4, Ca0 is 1, Ca final is 0.01 and volume is 2. So it comes out to be 1.98 moles per liter per minute rate of disappearance of A. Rate of formation of W plus Rw. It is final concentration of W, initial concentration of W. So you start with A only. So the initial concentration is 0. Final concentration is given as 0.0002. V0 is 4, V is 2. So you calculate this, this comes out to be 0.0004 moles per liter per minute. So both have been calculated. So very simple straightforward problems. 5.4. We plan to replace our present mixed flow reactor with one having double volume. So volume is doubled. For the same aqueous feed of 10 moles of A per liter and the same feed rate, find the new conversion. The reaction kinetics are represented by A gives R reaction and rate law is minus Ra is equal to K Ca raised to 1.5. Ca raised to 1.5. Order is 1.5 and present conversion is 70%. So this mixed flow reactor in which this 70% conversion is obtained, for the same aqueous feed, double the volume and same feed rate, what will be the new conversion? So first we will use the volume V, initial conditions. Tau is equal to V by V0, Ca0 Xa by minus Ra. Ca0 Xa by minus Ra is K into Ca0 raised to 1.5 into 1 minus Xa raised to 1.5. A gives R, epsilon is 0. Now this Ca0 cancels out with this, so this becomes Ca0 raised to 0.5. Okay. Xa is 0.7. K Ca0 raised to 0.5. 1 minus Xa is 0.7 raised to 1.5. So 0.3 raised to 1.5 and 0.7. All the terms we are transferring on this side. Tau into K Ca0 raised to 1.5. Okay. And this V0. So V into K into Ca0 raised to 0.5, V K Ca0 raised to, and this is there. We are using the definition for tau V by V0 and then making these replacements. So if you solve this right hand side, you get 4.26. So we know this constant where the complete information we have regarding the kinetics. So K will not change in the new reactor which volume is doubled. Ca0 is same aqueous feed. Okay. Volume is doubled. V0 is same again, same feed rate. So only V is doubled, so V becomes 2V. K as it is, Ca0 as it is, V0 as it is. So 2, and you know this now. So 2 into this constant 4.26, that is 8.52, and that will be Xa by 1 minus Xa raised to 0.5. Now we know this value. Here we knew Xa and we have found out this constant. Now this becomes 2 times, and new value of Xa you have to find out. So Xa by 1 minus Xa raised to 1.5. So this you have to solve by trial and error method, and you get Xa is equal to 0.7945. So what is the method? You go on, you feed this equation, go on changing the value of Xa. Xa will be always from 0 to 1. You go on trying, and in between you will get a match somewhere. Here it is matching at 0.7945, 8.5286. So our value is 8.52. For that it matches here. So you can do this by this equation. You can put in your calculator and go on changing the values of x, or you can make a plot of the function. So this is Xa value from 0 to 1 here, and on y axis you plot this. These values are varying from 0 to 8.94 means here, and where this value is crossing, which value you will see, 8.52. So draw a parallel line to x axis 8.52 where it crosses this value, and you can come down and check. This is 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, so 0.7945. So this you can get by trial and error. Next, problem 5.5. An aqueous speed of A and B, 400 liters per minute of A and 100 millimoles of A per liter, 200 millimoles of B. So A and B concentration is given in millimoles of A per liter, and this 400 liters per minute, it is the volumetric rate V0, is to be converted to product in plug flow reactor. The kinetics is given as A plus B giving you R minus Ra is equal to 200 into CaCb moles per liter per minute. Here rate is in moles per liter per minute, whereas the concentrations are given in millimoles. So you have to take care. Here it is liter per minute. It's okay. So first order with respect to A, first order with respect to B, overall reaction is second order, that is given in the data. Find the volume of the reactor needed for 99.9% conversion of A into products. So rate law is minus Ra 200 CaCb. M is Cb0 by Ca0, that is 200 by 100, 2. Ca0 100 millimoles of A per liter. So that we have to convert into moles per liter. Okay. So it becomes 0.1 moles per liter. We know this. M is equal to 2. Okay. So for this second order reaction, we have this from interpretation of batch reactor data, ln of M minus Xa by M into M minus Xa is equal to M minus 1. For M not equal to 1, it is valid. So here M is equal to 2. Kca0 tau. So instead of T, we are using tau. Model is same. So ln of M is 2, Xa is 0.99. So we have substituted M and Xa here. Calculate this. This is 6.2156. M is 2, 2 minus 1. K is 200 given. Ca is 0.1 moles per liter, and tau you will get in minutes. So you solve this and you get 0.31 minutes tau. So you know tau, you multiply by V0, which is given as 400 liters per minute. So minute liters per minute, minute cancel out, and you get 124.3 liters. This is the volume of plug flow reactor which is required. Now this equation you can get from tau is equal to Ca0 into integral 0 to xa dxa by minus Ra, and when you substitute minus Ra is equal to, for this, that is kCa0 into 1 minus xa into Cb0 1 minus xb, and then you know the relationship is 1:1, so Ca0 xa is Cb0 xb, and this for second order. So you go back and refer to your chapter 3 details. I told you earlier also that chapter 3 whatever we have studied is the most important topic. Every time we will need the information, equations, and maybe final integrated from there. Every time you will not derive in problem solving, so you can use the relationships and solve this further. So now we will stop here, and we'll continue with the further problem solving in our next lecture.